Welcome to Subramani. Very many people keep asking, how does one achieve greatness, right? So you have this old famous saying, heights by great men reach when not by sudden flight, but they, while their competitors slept, were toiling upwards in the night, right? So I think it was Roger Federer who said, the moment is not as big as you think it is. It comes with doing the small little things executed perfectly, right? It is so true. Whether it is Kapil Dev taking the Viv Richards catch in the 1983 World Cup or Dhoni hitting a six in the 2011 World Cup, you've seen it all. It's not as though Dhoni practices just to hit that six. He practices very many things, including hitting that six. So simple things to be done well and executed well. So if you don't like any particular habit of yours and you think that that has to be conquered, the question is, how do you go about doing it? It's not overnight that it will get done. You want to get to be a famous writer, what do you have to do? Write tons of it. I've done a video saying about a pottery class example. You have to keep on making pots before you get to the best pot, right? You cannot say I will make only the best pot. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that Anil Kumble bowls 650 balls and gets 650 wickets. It doesn't happen. He bowls 44,000 balls. So similarly, if you want to be a best-selling author, let's say, then you keep writing a lot. You create a blog where people will come and say good and bad things about you. People will say, oh, stop writing about this, you write nonsense, right? You will hear all that. You will get that kind of a feedback. You also realize that you cannot please everyone. But to be a good author, you have to write a lot. There is no doubt. To be a good speaker, you have to go around the country speaking. Look for every speaking assignment, whether it is paid, not paid, spending your own airfare. That's how you start. Look at every Lions Club engagement in your city. Lions Club gets speakers every month or I think every fortnight, whatever. And they are also eager to get good speakers. So go around, speak, right? That's how you become a good speaker. How do you get rich? Very simple. You have a habit of spending much less than what you're earning and investing that wisely. That is the only route to richness. It is not going to happen overnight that suddenly you get a lot of money. Even if that were to happen, if you were to hit a lottery or some uncle would give you some money, if you do not know how to keep it, if you do not know how to manage it, you will be back to where you are and with all of regret saying, oh, I got this 5 lakhs of rupees, 50 lakhs of rupees, 5 crores, whatever, and I squandered it. I didn't know how to manage it. So learning how to manage money or learning how to do the small things well, that is what is going to make you rich. So take a very simple habit. Let's say you spend 200 rupees a day on coffee. You have it in a good place. You have 2 cups of coffee or whatever. You have a 100 rupee coffee, but you have it twice. And you say, oh, I need to do something. I need to save more. So I will not have this coffee. Simple. You just give up coffee. And you save 200 rupees. Is that a big amount? No, it's not a big amount. But it is 6,000 rupees. 6,000 rupees is 7,000, it is 6,000 rupees, which is about 72,000 rupees a year, right? 72,000 rupees a year over 30 years can be something like 50 lakhs, right? With whatever rate of interest. That is not bad, right? 200 bucks for 50 lakhs is not bad at all. So it becomes a habit, and habit is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the harder it feels and the better it feels and the better it works, right? So how do you build a good body? Simple. You join a gym and start going 3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever. Let us say you go 4 days a week, which means about 200 times or 208 times. Maybe you'll skip a little. So let's say 200 times. 200 times a year is 400 times in 2 years. It's 600 times in 3 years. Definitely your body will get built. Did it get built overnight? No. Did it get built on day one that you went? No. Maybe it'll take 2 months, 3 months for you to start feeling that your muscles are tauter and your weight is constant, but your muscle mass is increasing, your body fat is reducing. So it happens over a period of time, but with tremendous amount of what I would call habit. After 2 years, 3 years, it becomes a habit, and you start craving going to the gym or something. Maybe you start running, maybe you start cycling, maybe you start something, but you start doing it, and you just keep knocking at it day in and day out, right? Like Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hours of doing something like that, right? You keep knocking at it. It does not happen overnight. You don't write one chapter and you become a overnight sensation as the world's best and greatest author. People like Morgan Housel, people like Jason Zweig, they all write so much that it from that good evolves. So it is not as though they write 400 words and they put it on their blog. I'm sure they're writing 4,000 words, 8,000 words, 10,000 words, and out of which very good quality content is evolving for their blogs and for their books. That is how you become, right? You need to create that as a habit, saying, I will keep writing and therefore I will become a good author. I will keep exercising, therefore I'll have a good body. That is how it is. So maybe you save 200 rupees a day. You don't think it is too much. Over 20, 25, 30 years, maybe it will be at least 50 lakhs. So half a crore for saving 200 doesn't look possible, but you have to make a start. So is it possible that every day you will avoid coffee? No. 3 days you avoid, 1 day you will have it. Again 4 days you avoid, and 1 day you will have it. So the frequency with which you are breaking that rule will decrease, and slowly one day, maybe after a month or 2 months or 6 months, you would have completely given up the coffee habit in that place. You may have it somewhere else, you may make it at home, you may learn making it at home. All those things are possible, but that 200 rupee SIP would have started, and that would slowly be building towards your 50 lakhs, right?